So we're almost finished with our little 30-second spot for the shark dive. We have one problem: the time code shows on every single clip. Now, that's probably something that I should have done at the very beginning, but it's easy to fix before I would export it. So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and fix the time code problem so that you can't see that anymore, and then you would re-export. I won't do that since I did that in the last video, but you would want to export obviously without that time code. The time code is something that does get applied to anything you record, but on some older clips you will see it actually on there. This is a standard definition clip, and when you shoot in HD, you should not have to worry about this at all. You should not have to worry about zooming or cropping with your clip unless you need to zoom in on a subject or something. You might do that, but generally you would not have these bars at the top and bottom. Now you could crop, but that's not going to work too well here just because it's going to leave these bars. And the format is a 4:3, by default here, which is what we're going to leave it at. So our best bet is to just zoom these clips in, and I don't think the quality will be affected enough that it's going to matter. So we'll just zoom them in. So you have two choices here. You can go into your bin and you can open up each clip, or you can double click on the timeline. It's going to accomplish the same thing. I'll just work with the timeline here. Let's start with the very first clip. Okay, I double clicked on it, open it up. Let me hit Effect Controls. Now, sometimes it's hard to get these to open up. You may have to use this little drop down, and it may take a second or two for it to actually show up. So you may have to click around a little bit, but it should show up just like this. And what you want to look for is the scale. And we're just going to take this slider right here, drag it to the right. Notice how the clip zooms in. Now, if you're not seeing that, you got to make sure that your playhead is over that clip. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me go to the timeline. Zoom in here, hitting the tilde key. Make sure your playhead is over the clip that you just double clicked on. So I clicked on this first one. My playhead is over it. That's how I can see the preview. That is really important. Okay, so I'll adjust this up or down a little bit. I think 135 looks pretty good, so it's 135% of the scale right here, and let's just use that as kind of our target. Now you could go to every single clip if you wanted and do that, but the easier way to do it is just to copy. So I'll right click and I'll copy, and then I'll just take my V key and I'll just lasso around everything else, and then I'll go ahead and right click and I'll paste attributes. All right, and we want to paste the motion. We leave the audio off here. We want to paste motion. The other ones don't really matter. Click OK. And watch your video. Notice that every single clip has the 135% scale applied to it. Okay, there's a problem. All right, so when you scrub through this, you're probably going to find a few issues. My title's messed up. Double click on it. Okay, and let's go ahead and just move that over. So I'll take this and I'll just move it over about right there.
My name is Christy House and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, that's it. That's all there is to it. You can fix it in 2 minutes. One more thing, I'll remind you of this one more time because it is really important. What you're looking at here is a standard definition clip. It's a 4:3 format. The cameras that I have available for you to check out, and also most anything that you buy nowadays, either point and shoot or regular camcorder, anything is going to shoot in high definition, usually 1080p. So that means that it's going to have a widescreen look. The resolution is going to be a whole lot larger, and you're not going to have to worry about cropping out or zooming in to get rid of time code. So this, what I'm showing you here, it's kind of specific to these practice clips. Now you will certainly use this from time to time. Like let's say you shoot a subject in high definition and it's just a little bit too far. You could go into your effects and zoom in on that. Or maybe you're interviewing someone and you wanted to zoom but you forgot to zoom in or do a slow zoom. You can apply a zoom over time with keyframes in the effect controls, and that's all stuff we'll get to in the tutorial movies coming up this semester. But for now, just zooming in with the effect controls on whatever you have double clicked. The important thing to remember from this, I think, is whatever clip you want to edit. Let's say I want to edit This one right here where she jumps in the water. Maybe it's zoomed in a little bit too far. Double click on it after you put your playhead over top of it, because that will give you a preview of it in real time. Then I can go into my effects controls and I can scale and check that out. Scale up, scale down if I want to bring it in or out a little bit. Don't have much room to play with there, but I got a little bit. Alright, well that's it for this tutorial on getting rid of that time code, zooming in your clips with the effect controls panel.